It's heavy. Hi guys, happy September. I couldn't think of the month. We need to adjust this a little. There we go. Nope, that was too much. But hi guys, hope you're having a fabulous day, a fabulous week. I have a favorites video for you, which I am always so excited to share these because I'm excited to share the products I've been loving the past month. I do have a couple flops this month as well. Oh my god, spoilers. So we'll get into all of that, but basically it's almost fall. Fall for me starts mid-September. I know a lot of people have already started, and I am not mad at that because I love Halloween, I love fall, but for me, I just prefer to wait a little bit. It's also, I mean, it will be hot here in Los Angeles in October, but it's also just so hot right now that it's just not even feasible to even pretend like it's fall. I do have a pumpkin spice candle burning though, so she's there that way. My page boy. Thank you. That was so quick.
What is this, flip or flop?
Thank you. This is a flop. Oh, I just got your joke.
I don't even know what you're filming.
It's a favorites video, but sometimes you have faves and you have flops.
Oh.
And this item is a flop that I just had Bradley delivered to me because I was too lazy to go get it myself. Thank you very much.
Yep.
But for today's video, like I said, faves, a couple flops. I have everything. I got nail polish, makeup, some body care, some home decor, a Halloween fall fave. And so yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. Starting with nail polish first as usual. So I have two nail polishes, one a fave, one a flop. Both from the same collection. It's the Hue of Color Hue. I can never remember the damn name of the collection. It's something about a hue. But the collection as a whole is so stunning and beautiful. They're all really bright colors. It was the summer collection, and most of them have this beautiful, just like glitter shimmer. It's more than a shimmer, but not quite like a full glitter polish. They are most of them, not this one, but most of them are absolutely beautiful. I loved the orange one. I tried that a while ago. I think I mentioned that in some sort of favorites video. But this month I tried the yellow one, which is called B-E-E Unapologetic, and it is just, it's kind of like, it's not like a pure yellow, it's kind of like a greenish yellow, and it's just very shimmery. And at first I was really nervous about it because yellows can be tricky. Any bold, bright color can be tricky when it comes to like, oh, I'm sick of this after a couple of days. And at first I thought I hated this. I was like, ugh, I hate this, I'm getting rid of it. But then literally after just like a few hours, I was like, wait, no, I'm obsessed with this. It was so beautiful. It was so nice that I even like retouched up my nails to have it for another week instead of going to get my nails done again. I will not be doing it with this polish I have on right now. It is in the Infinite Shine formula. OPI releases all of their colors, I think, in regular polish, which it just has the black top Infinite Shine, which is kind of like their at-home gel system, but it doesn't require a light. But it's a three-step process of a base coat, this, and then the top coat, which I bring with me to the nail salon, which is a little bit annoying, but like also my nail tech does not care. And then they have the gel ones. So when I am blessed enough, and I still can't believe it, OPI sends me their collections, which I just truly, I can never believe it. If you guys have been with me since the beginning, if you guys have been with me since my first channel, which is called OPI Babe, yeah, you can feel just how exciting that is. So I'll never get over it. I commented on one of their pictures and they pinned my comment at the top, and it just like, they follow me on Instagram. It'll never get old. It will never ever get old for me. But as I said, I am hashtag blessed. They send me PR boxes of their collections. The air just kicked off, so if it got quieter. I also feel like there's more of an echo since we got the carpets taken up, which we'll talk about that in a little bit. But anyway, anywho, I'm very chatty today, clearly. Let's take a calming breath. Okay, they send me the collections, and I don't know why they do this, but I like that they do this. I get some Infinite Shine and some regular, and I really enjoy it that way because I do enjoy the Infinite Shine. I'll always love the regular polish, so I like that I get a little bit of both to try. But this one was Infinite Shine, the orange one was as well. I honestly don't know how much that differs in the packaging. I think it's supposed to be a little more shine, obviously, and a little more long wearing, which sometimes I found to be true, sometimes I haven't. But the color itself is just a fun, glittery pop of like yellow green on your nails. It is so fun for the summer. Like I said, for a minute there I was like, oh, I'm getting rid of this, but this will never leave my side. I love it so much. This collection, the summer collections, come and go pretty quick, so it's hard to find online. So if I will find it wherever I can and link it down below, but if I can't, check your Ulta because I usually see some stragglers in there. But the flop, which I'm upset about because it just looked so pretty. This is Sugar Crush It from that same collection. The same situation, it's just kind of like a really beautiful light pink with a bunch of like silvery sparkles. This, for me, the texture of it was terrible. It took 4 coats to be opaque. I wasn't doing it myself, but I'm pretty familiar with formula, and I was watching her do it, and usually I can tell by the first coat, I'm like, ooh, that's not gonna be great. So it took, I think, 4 coats to be opaque, and then it's just kind of gloopy because it's kind of chunky glitter but a shimmer at the same time. It is opaque. I got it on my toes too, which I hate when I get a new color and I end up hating it and it's on my toes, because I don't get my toes done as often as my nails just because I don't need to. So it'll be stuck on there for a while, but I don't hate it, I just don't love it. However, the other day, or it was not even the other day, it was like 3 weeks ago, I don't know what happened, but I kicked the shit out of the tire of my car. I knew, I was like, oh man, next time I get my toes done and I take off the polish, it's gonna be totally bruised. And it is. And you can see the bruise through the polish even though it's like 3 or 4 coats. So opaque but not, super gloopy, and most of all, I got them done 3 days ago. They're all chipped, all of them, terribly chipped. So no, this is a no for me. There are some deeper pinks that I'm excited to try. I'll still give them a fair shot because, like I said, I love the orange and the yellow from this collection. I still want to try a lot of them. I probably am going to move into their fall collection, which is so beautiful. I will put in a shot of like everything laid out. I cannot wait. I love all nail polish, but fall and winter nail polish really like gets me horny, and I can, next time I go, I'm getting like deep purple or something from that collection on my nails because I just can't wait anymore. I cannot wait. Now into makeup. Last month and on my Instagram, I've been talking about this nonstop. Am I in focus? Yes. I've been having an orange blush moment, and it started with this Benefit Butterfly blush. They came out with, I think, either, I never know, 12 or 16 of their new boxed blushes. They're all so pretty. They all have such beautiful packaging. And with that many blushes, there is truly something for everyone. And this one is just straight up orange. And my sister bought it, and I saw it and I was like, oh, that's kind of gorgeous. I need it. So I bought it. Actually, I got it for $4, but that's besides the point. But I used a gift card in a sale and it was prime. Best $4 I've ever spent. But I can't stop wearing this. It did take me a while to learn how much product to get on the brush because it is really pigmented. And I also played with a few different brushes. The brush I'm using is of course not available, but it's an old Real Techniques brush. It's kind of round on the top. And it does take a little extra just kind of buffering in, but once I have it where I like it, I love this color. I love the way it looks paired with like a champagne highlighter and bronzer. Like I'm really into the orange blush moment. It's all I've been wearing. And so then I remembered that I have my favorite cream blush formula in this kind of like corally orange shade. This is the Physicians Formula Natural Defense Multicolor Stick, and this is the color Warm Coral. So when you put it on your face, it is kind of terrifying. It's just this like little stick that I just draw directly onto my skin, and it does look bright orange. And I was like, oh no. But the great thing about these, I talk about my pink, I think it's called Soft Pink. I talk about that constantly. It is down to a nub. It is the only blush pretty much I use these days. I love it. It's a cream, but it blends out like a dream. That rhymed, but it truly does. I use a duo fiber brush to blend it out. The great thing about these is that they set themselves. Like I don't have to worry about this moving all day. I will wear these in the heat, wear them to Disneyland. That's like the ultimate test of my heat, you know, because I'm like out and about all day in the summer sun. I feel like some cream products, I'm afraid to wear them in the heat because they're just gonna slip and slide right off my face, but not this one. So good. It is what I'm wearing today. Just this, it is a corally color, but it is more, it's like coral is orange, so you get it. But I was happy to remember like, oh wait, I bought my favorite blush stick in that coral shade so I can keep up with the orange blush moment. But if I'm not in the mood for a powder, or so if I'm wearing just like a lighter face of makeup, just like tinted moisturizer, some brows, some mascara, and a blush and highlighter, I want it to be cream and just really easy. So I love this. I will link them both down below. I did mention this in last month favorites. I can link that up in the corner. But this I've been using a lot this month too. I have some body favorites. This one I mentioned in my summer night routine. I will link that up in the corner. This is the Native brand body wash. This is the scent Lilac and White Tea. It's very like summery, but like elegant summery. Like it kind of smells like a Bath and Body Works shower gel, which I do truly miss. Oh, that's why I love this, because I loved the white tea and ginger. Oh, okay, figured it out. It smells really, really good. It gives you a good lather. I also wanted to mention, I got quite a few, not nasty comments, but some nasty comments, but comments about how dangerous it is for me to be using the words like clean beauty and toxic products. And first of all, I would like to say I am my own person. Do your own research. You do not have to listen to me. I am by no means perfect. I am by no means like a no toxic, super clean household, but where I've done my research and I feel the areas I want to do better, I try to do better. And a couple of those comments were just asking me to explain myself a little bit more, which is totally on me, but I also just feel like I talk about the same things over and over and over, so sometimes I breeze past things because it's like I've said that 1,000 times. But to touch on it, this is a more natural brand, but they do still use fragrance. Again, I am no expert, but from my understanding, fragrance is a blanket term for, I think it's just under 300 chemicals that they don't list. It's just they're able to put it all together as fragrance, a lot of which those chemicals are illegal in other countries. And it just, I don't know, it creeps me out. It's just a lot of kind of gunk that's been proven to be endocrine disruptors, hormone disruptors. So for me, on products that go on my whole body, mostly like lotion, something that my skin is absorbing because our skin is our biggest organ, you know, I try to go fragrance free, but it doesn't always happen. This does have fragrance. I was under the impression that Native was all natural, so I did feel a little bit greenwashed in that, but they are sulfate free, paraben free, which is something I always avoid. Again, do your own research, but just, I had read it when the first parabens became a thing of like, don't use them. I was just kind of like, why? So I Googled it myself and I found that like the biggest thing is that they have been found in breast cancer lumps, and it wasn't at that time, I haven't looked up on it since, determined whether they cause the breast cancer lumps or they're just like sticking to them. But either way, I don't want that in my body. I feel like a lot of brands and products are better about being paraben free. It's just a preservative that helps your product last longer, essentially. This doesn't have any dye or phthalates in it as well. It does have this nice breakdown on the back of like what the chemical like names you can't understand mean, but it does have fragrance. So again, take my words with a grain of salt. I'm not trying to offend. I'm not trying to persuade anyone either way. It's just, I'm telling you, I share my life. I share what I do, what we do as a family. I don't judge you. I ask that you don't judge me. This is just what I've come to. All that being said, I've been trying to find shower gels without fragrance in it, and it's hard. It's very hard, but still better than other brands as far as the other chemicals and stuff that I might want to avoid. I'm like tiptoeing around it because I don't want to offend anybody. I never want to offend. I just, like I say, take my words with a grain of salt because I barely know what I'm talking about. Just when I learn something and something kind of sticks in my brain, I'm like, ooh, and I try to do better. But that all being said, fragrance aside, I really, really enjoy this body wash. I wouldn't say it's moisturizing, but it does not dry me out. It lathers really nicely, and most of all, I love the scent for summer. It's been really nice. But yeah, just thought I'd mention this. And they do come out with fun, like, different scents for the holidays. So maybe I'll look into a fall one. But I would also love to know your favorite fragrance-free shower gels if you have them. You guys, this is kind of a fave and a flop. This is from Trader Joe's. It's the Brazil Nut Body Scrub. So everybody and their mom lost their minds last year when, or I think it was last year, maybe it was before then, but the Brazil Nut Body Butter came out. It's supposed to be a dupe for the Brazil Bum Bum Cream, which I've had before, but I didn't love because of the scent. And I realized that's my only flop reason for this. This has a very heavy scent. This definitely has fragrance in it, but it's very like heavy and it lingers. Even this morning, my husband was holding the baby and he was like, "You smell like cologne." It's because I had been holding him and I used this morning. It has a bit of like a musk to it, like an amber mahogany situation. I think it's just supposed to be like coconut. A delightful salted caramel and pistachio scent. I don't get either of those. Just kind of smells tropical to me. Scent aside though, this is a fantastic body scrub. So if it is a scent you like, stock up. It uses coconut oil, so you don't need to put on lotion when you get out of the shower, and the directions say to like heavily scrub yourself, rinse it off, and then just pat yourself dry, kind of like a Lush product like the Buffy bar I love. But like even still, hours later, I can smell it. I mean, I am holding it, but like all day I'm like, ooh, what is that? And it's the body scrub. But it is such a fantastic scrub. I love a really like nitty gritty scrub. I'm not like shy when it comes to that. And it just feels so good, truly. So kind of a fave and a flop, only because of the scent. The product itself I really, really like, and I know there's plenty of you out there that will enjoy the scent, so I wanted to mention it. Also, the guy checking me out at Trader Joe's was excited to see I got it because his wife is obsessed with the Brazil nut stuff, and he said if you're on the hunt for it and you can't find it in your store, it's worth it to ask because sometimes they hold it back because it is such a hot item. So I wanted to share that tip as well. I just know that one of these days I'm gonna be in Trader Joe's, I'm gonna be walking down the aisle, the frozen aisle, and my butternut squash macaroni is gonna be there, and I'm gonna fall to my knees and scream at the top of my lungs. I'm not. But I will buy like 12 boxes and I can't wait. And my pumpkin cream cheese and the little pumpkin cake. Oh my God, you guys. She's living, she's ready for fall. While we're on the topic of Trader Joe's, I have another fail, which I don't even know this is still available. I saw it quickly. This is the Peach Mango Scented Foaming Hand Soap. My very favorite soap from Trader Joe's, which doesn't have any fragrance, which is lovely. It's the French Orange Hand Soap. It is incredible. They haven't had it the last few times I've gone, and I'm like, where is it and why? But I did pick this up. It smells incredible. My issue with this is it's extremely drying once you rinse it off. Like extremely, like it's really unpleasant. I talk about it all the time in my empties videos. I can link my latest one up there because I did mention a few. My favorite hand soaps are the Mrs. Meyer's ones. They have like olive oil in them. They're very moisturizing. I wash my hands a lot. Obviously, COVID, a baby, I just am washing my hands. But this is so drying. It's not like so bad that we're not going to use it up. We're about halfway, but I would not repurchase this, and I just wanted to share. Okay, I do have some home decor faves, which these will also probably be, spoiler alert, in my Halloween fall decor haul, which will be coming up. I haven't filmed it yet, but I'm ready to film it. I just need to do it. But I picked these up at World Market. You've probably seen these in my content before because I have them in like all the other colors. But they're these beautiful like bottleneck bud vases that have these like polka dot texture buttons on them. And I love these. And they're only $2.50. They're incredible. I use them for propagating. I use them for just smaller flowers I may cut around the yard. I'm not very good at growing flowers, but I do have a few Gerber daisies that pop up every now and then, and some sunflowers, so I use them for that. I also use them to store herbs. Once I cut them from the garden, just put them in some water on the windowsill. I use these for everything. And they came out with these new fun fall colors. So there's like this kind of mustard yellow brown and this deeper like chocolate brown, and I am obsessed. I just see the shelf Sunday possibilities and I love them. Bradley was like, do we need more of those? And I was like, yes. Do we need you? No. Just kidding. But I am so excited about these. I have a couple sunflowers out there. I cut most of my sunflowers because I don't know anything about them. They're the Lemon Queen, I think they're called. They're smaller, shorter sunflowers, and they're beautiful. They just, after a few days of being right up, they flop over, and I don't know what to do about that. So when they start doing that, I just clip them and enjoy them in the house. And I only have like 2 or 3, so it'll be perfect to like cut down to size and put in these. I haven't been able to find these online. I'll keep checking. So check the description box in case I'm able to find them. Maybe I can like type in the QR code or something, but check in store if you have a World Market near you. Love these so much, so I wanted to mention them. Another spoiler alert, but this is so good I wanted to mention it. I feel like every year Anthropologie releases a really pretty like pumpkin, but it's kind of like subtle pumpkins tea towel. I bought the one last year and I bought this one because how could I not? It's like pastel colors. Look how beautiful this is. I wish this was like a painting in my home. But they have like the blue Cinderella pumpkins, the pink ones. Some of them have really pretty stripes or polka dots. Some are more gourd shaped, and it just runs down the whole tea towels. So it's absolutely beautiful. I love the more pastel shades. And again, a purchase like this will last you from Halloween through Thanksgiving, which is always great as well. At this point, I have too many tea towels. I need to be changing them out like every few days to enjoy them all through the season, but I don't care. I'll keep buying more. There's another one that I want to buy from Anthropologie. It's a Halloween one. I probably will. But again, stay tuned for the Halloween home decor haul. It'll be in that. But I did want to mention this. It is absolutely stunning. They do have a matching pot holder, like a, you know, oven mitt, they do have a pot holder, like the round thing you set the pot on, and then an oven mitt. Matching in the same print, I just figured I'd use a tea towel more, but seriously, so stunning. And this is kind of a weird one, but a tile is one of my faves this month. So first of all, this tile, much to my dismay, is from Home Depot. You guys know I don't like to shop at Home Depot because they burned me so bad in the past. Terrible customer service, and I don't like shopping there. I much prefer Lowe's. We are happy Lowe's customers. Also, Home Depot donates money to places that I don't want my money donated to. At all costs, I avoid shopping at Home Depot. That being said, I fell in love with this tile. We were under a bit of pressure because we kind of like didn't buy tile until the week before we were getting our floors done, which was terrible. I've mentioned before that like since getting pregnant, I have been like the fly by the seat of my pants type of person, and I hate it. I'm not that type of person. I've been behind on everything. And I know eventually, maybe, hopefully someday I'll catch up. We got it done for the most part, except for downstairs. This is all not part of the plan to talk about this, but we are doing the powder room downstairs. We weren't able to get our tile on time and it was back ordered, so whatever. But I fell in love with this tile, and Lowe's and Home Depot have great return policies, and a lot of these tile websites have like a restocking fee if you want to return them. They cost a lot to ship. Home Depot was free shipping, free returns. So I was like, let me get a sample of this tile, and then I fell in love. I want to mention this because it is the most buttery soft tile in the entire world, and it obviously is gorgeous. I know I learned very quickly on Instagram. When I was first looking for tiles, I was posting like polls of whether they liked it or not, like thumbs up, thumbs down. And I learned very quickly that I have bolder tile taste than a lot of people normally would, which I totally understand. As far as like resale value, you want to go with something more neutral. But for me personally, I like, if you watch me, I like color, I like bold, I like patterns, I like prints, and tile for me was something, and still is something I'm so excited about, and I honestly wish we could afford to like tile everything. Like tile is so fun. We are gonna keep our eyes peeled for a backsplash, maybe if we can find something on super sale or something, and maybe get a kitchen backsplash, because that is something we want to do someday. But tile is just so fun and a great way to express yourself, and I didn't even really know what I wanted going into it, but I decided for the laundry room after looking that I wanted something black and white because our machines are black and white. And so after looking, I found this one, and it is just stunning, and even more stunning all lined up. I'll give you a shot. The reviews on this were incredible. I can't obviously attest to like the wear of it because it's only been a couple of weeks. What I do like about it though is that it's not like solid black. If you look up close, it does have some like gray and white specks, which I like a black and white floor is ballsy for keeping it clean because any white fluff you see on it will show up. And again, it's just the laundry room, so it's a small space for us, but it just makes me want to be in there. I love it so much. It feels so good to stand on it barefoot. Definitely the best feeling of all three tiles that we bought. I was considering changing my tile choice for the downstairs bathroom to another tile made by this, but we'll see what ends up happening. But it's just so beautiful. I'm able to link it for you down below if you are interested in this. There's a lot of photos on the page of this tile of like people using it. It also comes reverse, so white and black, and somebody had this on the floor and then the reverse tile up the shower, and it was just absolutely gorgeous. So if you have a tiling project coming up, you're into the black and white, I love this. It is a little bit more on the pricey side. For Milo's bathroom, we found a tile we love, which I was so happy that like we found it. Well, I'm so just saying everything that comes to my brain. I need to relax. For the tile we got for Milo's bathroom, we found it on sale at Lowe's, but it was a tile that I loved anyway. It just happened to be on sale. So we actually bought that tile a while ago, knowing we would eventually get to it, but we got all of the tile for Milo's bathroom and then some we have extra for $150, which for a tiling project is nothing. It's not on sale anymore. I can link that one down below as well because I love it as well. Just this is definitely my favorite. But with the bathroom downstairs in the laundry room, it's a smaller space. The Milo's bathroom was the biggest one, so the sale one went in there, of course. It also just seemed kind of fun for like a kid's bathroom or a guest bathroom, and it matched the plans we have for that, but we'll get into all that later. I'm just in the mood to chat, you guys. All that to say, this was a little bit more expensive, but since it was a small area, we were able to like justify it and make it work. Worth every penny though. It feels so good, and oh god, just love. I did a whole like floors getting redone vlog. I'll link it up in the corner. It's like a before and after. It shows us moving everything downstairs, some progress of the floors, the after of course, and then the rugs we bought, which I was going to mention the rugs. So far I am loving all the rugs we bought, and you can go watch that video to find out. I just felt like it was too soon to comment on them because we've only had them for like 2 weeks. But we got some ruggable runners, which I am loving. We got one from Lowe's for Milo's room, which we're also loving, and then a Costco one, which is probably my favorite one in here. So if you want to check out those, and all those are linked in the description of that video. It will be linked up there and down below. I don't have any baby favorites for you this month, but I did want to give an honorable mention to my fall/Halloween baby clothing haul. I will link it up in the corner. All of those are favorites. I'm so excited for him to transition into the next size, the next season, because everything I got is so cute, so affordable, gender neutral. So if you have a baby and you want to check that out, because I was like, oh, I want to show some of these in the favorites videos, like that's redundant. Just go watch that video. Most of the clothes are from Old Navy though, and I actually got this shirt for myself, which we can mention. I don't know if it's still available because I did get it for like super sale, but I've been eyeing the shirt for quite a while. I was hesitant because I'm not really into V-necks anymore. I don't know why, because they're so comfy. So maybe I just need to rethink my life. But I love a fruit print, and it has strawberries all over it. And I did buy a size, probably just one size too big, but it was all they had, but I didn't care because I'll sleep in it. But I just love the print. Feels very summery even though I'm ready for fall. But if I can find this, I'll link it, but it is cute and comfy. And then just quickly before we go, I don't normally talk about this in my favorites videos. I don't know why, but I just wanted to talk like multimedia, some movies and music, if you guys are into that. For music, obviously the Demi Lovato album. I made like a parody reel on my Instagram and my TikTok. Nobody watches my TikToks, which is fine. I'll keep trying though. But I made like a parody. You could just go watch it, but it did involve me putting on a lot of black eyeshadow and some black lipstick and playing the drums, so it might be worth it for you to go check out. But all kidding aside, I actually really like the Demi Lovato album. If you're not aware, her first 2 albums were more like pop rock, and I really enjoyed that. She had to, you know, of course, go mainstream pop, and then it kind of turned R&B, which I think her voice is really good at. She can do anything. Her voice is incredible. She's been saying like, I'm going back to my roots. We're doing like a rock heavy album, and it is, and I really enjoy it. I won't lie. The first few songs I was like, uh-oh, I'm gonna hate this. But then I think I got to a song called Happy Ending, and it just reminded me of the first 2 albums, and then everything else, I love it, and I can't stop listening to it, and I'm like this all day long. Check it out if you haven't, if you like Demi Lovato. But if you're into their music, if you're into that kind of sound, you might like their album. For me, Demi is just like, I go way back. They're one of my absolute favorites, so whatever they put out, I'll be into. Demi's voice is so powerful, and so I just love it. So check that out. For movies, I wanted to mention too, versus the Elvis movie. I can't believe I didn't talk about it before because I saw it in theaters a couple months ago, but it is now available to buy or rent. It's still like $20 to rent it. Bradley stayed home to watch the baby while I got to go with my dad. It's a whole thing, but my dad is like a huge Elvis fan. Like, there's no way to explain it. Like, his whole life is Elvis. My whole life was Elvis. And so it meant a lot to me to go see it with him. He was in town. We went opening weekend, and it was really fun and really nice. And so, but Bradley didn't get to see it. So the minute it was available for rent, I was like, oh, well, this is like pretty much the same price. It was cheaper than 2 movie tickets, so we rented it to watch it at home, which is also just easier for us with a baby. It did take us 3 days to watch it. It just is so good. It really is. Austin Butler does an incredible job, an astounding job. The fact that he has my dad's stamp of approval, and the families, like Priscilla and Lisa Marie, Elvis's family, has said that like nobody has done it as well as him. And I like that they worked closely with Baz Luhrmann to make the movie, so it is really, I'm sure some fictions were added in there, but for the most part it's pretty factual. It's a story that hasn't really been told. It's basically the story between Elvis's manager and Elvis, and it's just the tragic, sad story of Elvis that always gets me. He was not a perfect human being, but he really did struggle with some things, and in the end, I find it so sad. But his legend lives on. I know more about Elvis than I care to admit, but I still learned things from this movie, and I would lean over to my dad, I was like, is this true? And he's like, yes. So I learned things. It's a great movie. Austin Butler is, number one, delicious to look at. Like, I could stare at him all day, but he does a fantastic job. I loved the girl that played Priscilla. The costumes, the set design, like everything about it is just so fun. So if you're in the mood to spend the $20 to rent it, I'll just pay the $25 and buy it, honestly. I wish I did that. I don't know why I didn't do that. The music is fun. I really like that they didn't have, Austin Butler sings a little bit, but it's all Elvis, usually all of the original vocals, which I like. It's like nobody wants to hear an Elvis impersonator. So good. But I also did want to mention last night, We watched Uncharted on Netflix, which is something you guys know, I love Tom Holland. Also delicious to look at. But he's like my number 2. It's Zac Efron, Tom Holland, then Bradley. Just kidding. But as far as celebrities go, it's Zac Efron, Tom Holland. They're pretty close. I love Tom Holland. So when this movie came out in February, I was like, oh, we want to see it, but we have a baby and we can't go to the movies anymore, and it just never worked out. But it's now on Netflix, and we watched it last night, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Like, I was gonna watch it no matter what because I want to lick the screen when Tom Holland's on it, but I liked it. Like, I had more fun than I thought I would. I've watched Bradley play the video games, so I was like, okay, I kind of know what this is, but like Bradley as a video game Uncharted fan, like he was into it, he liked a lot of what they did with it, and it was just fun. It made me laugh. It was a little bit of stunt action, but like not too much. I don't love action fighting scenes. Like, that's where Star Wars loses me, is the battles in the sky. Like, I don't care. Even Harry Potter loses me a little bit during Quidditch scenes. Like, I just don't care. Except for Marvel. I find that Marvel's stunt choreography, I'm always like super into it. And like Pirates of the Caribbean, I like that. So I don't know, whatever. Action movies I'm not hugely into, but like it was just the right amount. Also, Tom Holland I think does most of his stunts, so that's like fun to like know. But I don't know, I'm just trying to say that even though that movie was not maybe my cup of tea, I really enjoyed it, and it's free on Netflix if you have Netflix, so you might want to watch it. Other than that, we are watching 30 Rock in bed every night. We just finished Only Murders in the Building, which I'd like to say, for both seasons, I figured it out. The second season took me longer to figure it out, but I always figure it out, and I'll be smug about it for the rest of my life. But okay guys, that is it. I think I talked about everything under the sun and more, but I hope you enjoyed this video. It's actually a Saturday. My in-laws are gonna come over. We're gonna hang out. I need to pick up a little bit before they get here. But yeah, stay tuned. I'm not sure if this is gonna go up before or after. I'm certainly filming it before, but this coming week, the Lush Halloween stuff comes out in store, and I would like to go get it and film it on the same day, upload it as soon as possible. So stay tuned for that. I'll be doing the Halloween home haul, decorate with me, decor tour, all the fall things. So stay tuned, subscribe. I'll have my face somewhere you can subscribe. I'll also have some videos in the corners that you can watch if you missed them or you just didn't see them. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you stick around for fun fall... I couldn't think of an F word. I wanted to say fun fall fair, but I don't know, like F-A-R-E? I don't think that makes sense though. Fun fall things. How about that? But I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Everything I talked about will be linked down below if you want to check something out directly. And I love you. I'll see you very soon, and I hope you have a great day. Bye!